Today, let's begin with a question. Do you remember the gruesome murder of Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post journalist and a critic of the Saudi Arabian government? Remember that after his murder, there were several actions by the Turkish government and also the United States government. Today, Turkey has reversed its actions on Saudi government, but the U.S. Biden-led administration decided to take actions what could harm meaningful relations with Saudi government by releasing their findings and possible actions against the Saudi crown prince. All these actions pushed Saudi to Russia and China, opening more market for China in the region. Today, Saudi government has openly requested to join the BRICS alliance. They have also openly accepted to work against the American dollar dominance. Recently, the Saudi government, whom is the largest oil producer in the world, has in collaboration with OPEC decided to cut oil again. What is the cause of all these challenges? Will the U.S. beg China to help with their previous ally in the region? Stay till the end to find out what can be done. Hello and welcome back to Innovative Check YouTube channel, where we delve into the innovative and transformative projects changing our world. If you're new to the channel and enjoy learning about innovation stories around the world, you've come to the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to help boost our videos on YouTube. Now, let's begin. To truly understand the complexities of today's world, we must first delve into history. The United States and Saudi Arabia, historically, have shared a bond cemented by two pillars, oil and security. From the days of President Franklin D. Roosevelt meeting with King Abdullah VI aboard the U.S. Quincy in 1945, the relationship was anchored in America's thirst for energy and Saudi Arabia's quest for security. The end of World War saw the U.S. emerge as a superpower, and with it, its growing dependence on oil to fuel its economic machine. Simultaneously, the Middle East, with Saudi Arabia at its heart, solidified its position as the world's oil reservoir. But the world is not static. It evolves, shaped by actions and reactions, events and non-events. And today, I want to spotlight two seminal events and a broader strategic shift that have collectively redefined the U.S. Saudi equation. Firstly, the tragic and gruesome murder of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. Mr. Khashoggi, a Washington Post journalist and a critic of the Saudi Arabian government, was brutally assassinated in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. This act sent shockwaves through the international community, pushing the U.S.-Saudi relationship into uncharted waters. The subsequent U.S. intelligence findings implicating Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman were particularly damning. Yet the official response was more of a muffled whisper than a clarion call for justice. Sanctions were imposed, but not at the highest echelons. This incident marked a departure from the traditionally robust U.S.-Saudi bond. The second significant development is Saudi Arabia's strategic pivot towards China and Russia. The kingdom's overtures to these nations reflect its ambitions to diversify diplomatic and economic dependencies. China, now Saudi Arabia's most prominent trading partner, plays a vital role in Riyadh's ambitious Vision 2030 blueprint for the future. Similarly, the collaboration between Russia and Saudi Arabia in shaping global oil prices through the OPEC agreement underscores their burgeoning partnership. The Biden administration's desire to pivot away from the forever wars of the Middle East and the nation's renewed focus on sustainability and green energy signal a redefined engagement with the region. The gruesome act sent shockwaves throughout the international community. The U.S. intelligence community later found evidence suggesting that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman may have personally ordered the killing. The Trump administration, however, took a relatively muted approach to Saudi Arabia, emphasizing the strategic importance of the U.S.-Saudi relationship. Sanctions were levied on some individuals involved, but not on the Crown Prince himself. President Biden, during his campaign, had promised a tougher stance on Saudi Arabia in light of the Khashoggi murder. Upon taking office, Biden's administration did release an intelligence report, holding the Crown Prince responsible, but stopped short of imposing direct sanctions on him. This became a point of contention and signaled a significant departure from the friendly rapport that Trump maintained with the Crown Prince. In the backdrop of a cooling U.S.-Saudi relationship, Riyadh began forging stronger ties with both Beijing and Moscow. China and Saudi Arabia have inked massive trade deals in recent years, with China emerging as Saudi Arabia's largest trading partner. Notably, in 2019, the two countries signed agreements worth $28 billion during Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's visit to China, The deals covered everything from chemicals to energy, reinforcing China's role in Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan for economic diversification. Russia, on the other hand, has found common ground with Saudi Arabia in energy markets. The two nations have been coordinating their oil production levels through the OPEC agreement since 2016, wielding significant influence on global oil prices. The alignment of their oil strategies, as evidenced by recent cuts, speaks to their growing partnership. Beyond the Khashoggi incident, the U.S. has been gradually reassessing its Middle East policy. Biden's administration has expressed intentions to end forever wars and focus more on emerging global challenges, particularly those posed by China. This shift, coupled with the U.S. push for clean energy and reduced dependency on Middle East oil, has altered the dynamics of the U.S. Saudi relationship. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. The chilly response to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in the wake of the Khashoggi incident set the stage for Saudi Arabia's strategic reorientation. Riyadh's overtures to Beijing and Moscow are not mere happenstance, but a calculated move to diversify its diplomatic and economic dependencies. And while the U.S. is still a crucial ally for the kingdom, it's evident that Saudi Arabia is no longer putting all its eggs in the American basket. Recent cuts in oil production by OPEC under Saudi and Russian guidance can be seen as a manifestation of this evolving dynamic. For Biden, this complicates matters, especially with his administration's ambition to navigate the tumultuous Middle East waters differently from his predecessors. As the global landscape shifts, it remains to be seen how the U.S. will recalibrate its foreign policy to account for the changing alliances and the intricate dance of geopolitics. One thing is for sure, though, the consequences of past decisions continue to reverberate in the present, molding the future in ways we might not yet fully comprehend. You ever stop to wonder how significant the ripples of a single decision can be on the global stage? How one policy, one sentiment, or one change of tone from a leader can create waves that wash over nations far from the epicenter. Today, I want to walk you through one such ripple effect, stemming from President Joe Biden's approach towards Saudi Arabia, particularly its Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud. Allow me to paint a clearer picture. Since its inception, OPEC has been a driving force in determining the world's oil prices, and as we recently witnessed, OPEC-L, led by Saudi Arabia and Russia, announced cuts that would substantially reduce the supply of oil to the market. These cuts weren't merely a result of market dynamics, but appeared to be a vindictive approach, pointing fingers at the U.S. for its perceived hostilities. The consequences: a significant market deficit, as highlighted by the International Energy Agency, although some of the production shortfalls from OPEC have been offset by nations outside the alliance, like the United States, Brazil, and Iran. Come September, the IEA predicts a remarkable supply shortfall. A shortage in supply, especially in a fragile economic climate, can only mean one thing: skyrocketing prices. And who bears the brunt of these soaring prices? Ordinary citizens like you and me. Beyond the immediate impact on prices, the geopolitical implications of these cuts are profound. By reducing oil output, Saudi Arabia and Russia are indirectly aiding China and Russia in their bid against U.S. sanctions. Such strategic maneuvers underscore the growing rift between the U.S. and its once close ally Saudi Arabia. China's economy, which remains a significant influencer of global economic health, has been in the limelight due to its slow post-pandemic recovery. The IEA even went on to label China as the main wildcard. Should there be any abrupt weakening of China's industrial activity, it would inevitably have a cascading effect on emerging markets across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The fact that Saudi Arabia and Russia's recent oil decisions might be seen as assisting China during its sluggish economic phase does not go unnoticed. This entire situation compels us to question the Biden administration's approach. Why was there a drastic change in the U.S. tone towards Saudi Arabia post the elections? Did the administration foresee the ramifications of such a shift? Moreover, the entire scenario sheds light on the fragile and intricate interplay of geopolitics and economics. Biden's quest to maintain low petrol prices in the U.S., especially leading up to crucial November elections, seems to have hit a roadblock, thanks to the very allies the U.S. has fostered for decades. Furthermore, the Biden administration's discussions with Middle East oil-producing countries to keep global oil prices from spiking only accentuates the precariousness of the situation. Global crude prices have seen an uptick a reality that doesn't bode well for Biden's political capital, given the subsequent rise in U.S. gasoline prices. The current oil crisis underscores the importance of diplomacy, foresight, and the ripple effects one nation's decisions can have on the global landscape. Saudi Arabia's vindictive approach, seemingly a reaction to the Biden administration's changed stance, reminds us of the intricate tapestry of international relations and the delicate balance world leaders must maintain. It serves as a potent reminder that in the global arena, every move, every statement, and every decision has consequences, some immediate and some that unveil themselves over time, but all undeniably impactful. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your thoughts and questions on this complex and vital subject. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence. Your subscriptions and likes motivate us to generate more content, so please keep supporting us. Check out this video showing on your screen right now, and I will see you on the other side.